Imagine running a self-publishing business that earns money while you sleep, where AI helps you research, create, and publish books faster without cutting corners or producing low quality junk. The thing is, AI isn't replacing publishers, it's empowering the ones that know how to use it properly. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use AI to build a real, sustainable, six-figure self-publishing business, especially if you are creating low content books like journals, planners, activity books, and workbooks. We'll go through step-by-step how to use AI for research, creation, design, optimization, and scaling. And by the end, you'll have a complete framework for building a business that works smarter, not harder. If you are new here, I'm Caroline, and I'm a self-publisher that has been creating and selling books on Amazon for 7 years, and on this channel, I show other people how to do the same. Back in 2017 to 2021, low content book publishing exploded. Thousands of people jumped onto Amazon KDP, uploading notebooks, journals, and coloring books. But fast forward to now, and that landscape has changed, and AI has completely shifted what's possible. You don't need to spend hours researching keywords or staring at a blank page trying to come up with new journal prompts. You can use AI to generate ideas, validate niches, and even build out full product lines in just a fraction of the time. But there is one key difference, and that is the people who are succeeding with AI are not the ones just pumping out hundreds of low effort books. They're the ones using AI strategically to produce high quality, well-researched, beautifully designed books that stand out. So let's break down the exact 5-step system that I use and teach to build a profitable, scalable self-publishing business with AI. So here's the blueprint that we're going to be covering today. Research smarter. Using AI to find profitable, low competition niches. Create better books faster. Use AI to brainstorm and generate book content. Design that converts. So using AI tools for covers and interiors that actually sell. Optimize for visibility. So using AI for keywords, titles, and descriptions that attract clicks. And scale and automate, using AI systems to streamline and grow your publishing empire. So let's dive into each one separately. Pillar 1, research smarter. If you have ever spent hours and hours scrolling through Amazon, I know I have, trying to find a niche that isn't oversaturated, you will love this part. AI can turn niche research from a guessing game into a strategy. So here's how I approach it. Start broad. So in ChatGPT, type something like, give me 20 profitable evergreen niches for low content books that have consistent demand year round. We'll just start with that. And AI is going to generate broad categories like mental health, fitness and wellness, productivity, education, gratitude. But now it's time to get specific. Take one of those categories and narrow it down. So let's just start with number 1, mental health and well-being. And we'll say, let's start with number 1. List 10 sub-niches under mindfulness for journals or guided prompts. And then it's going to narrow these down a little bit more. So we're getting mindfulness for anxiety, mindfulness for stress, mindfulness for teens, mindfulness for gratitude, mindfulness for morning and evening routines. And so already you've gone from broad to specific in literally just a minute, and specific is where the money is. Now it is time to validate. So what we need to do is we need to head on over to Amazon and we need to type in those keyword phrases. So even if we just start with mindfulness for, and what we're checking for is things like, is that keyword phrase showing up? So we do have for kids, we've got teen anxiety there. Anxiety was one of those sub niches that it came up with. And we're looking for these keyword phrases to be showing up in this search bar, because if it does, that means customers are actually searching for those keywords. So let's choose for teen anxiety. Now we want to check the number of the results, and we can see that there are over 20,000 results for mindfulness for teen anxiety. Now something like under 2,000 is a good sign for lower competition, but don't rule out a niche just because of the competition. Competitive niches are where the customers are. Now we're going to scroll through some of the books that come up under that keyword phrase, and we're going to be looking at the bestseller rank, which is this number down here. This number tells us whether a book is selling or not, And you do want to find a handful of books in the search results with a low bestseller rank. And we're looking for books ranking, let's say, under 200,000. This number tells us whether a book is selling or not. And if it is any higher than that, then the book is probably not selling. Having several books under 200,000 or as low as possible indicates that there are customers buying books in that niche. We also want to go through and look at the other books and look at the designs and the quality. Could you make something better than this? We're not out to reinvent the wheel and make a book that nobody has made before. What we are out to do is to improve what's already out there and give customers something better to choose from. Now, we can use AI to cross-reference the data that you do collect during your own research. So as an example, we could ask ChatGPT to analyze the Amazon search results for mindfulness journal for teens and summarize what makes the top selling listings stand out. Now, ChatGPT can't access Amazon directly, but along with that prompt, if you paste in the top titles and subtitles, it can analyze patterns like tone, emotional language, benefits, keyword phrasing, and I help you identify what is working. Now, as an extra pro tip, layer your research with emotion. AI can go beyond data, so we could ask it, what emotions or desires are driving people to buy gratitude journals? And so it's going to do some research and it'll tell you things like desire for peace, need for connection, desire to shift identity, desire to feel present and grounded. And those insights become your book's unique selling point. Pillar 2, create better books faster. Once you know your niche, it's time to create your books. And this is where AI gets really helpful. AI can help you brainstorm titles, generate prompts, create outlines, and even suggest unique book features. So brainstorming and outlining. An example prompt for this could be create a 12-week gratitude journal outline for teenage girls with weekly themes, daily prompts, and motivational quotes. And in seconds, literally seconds, you will have a structured framework ready to customize. So it's given us 12 weeks with the weekly focus, the daily prompts, and a quote, a motivational quote, exactly like we asked. Now, if you go through and you do see some repetitiveness, we can refine it. From here, we can ask AI, can you make the weekly themes more empowering and less repetitive? And this back and forth process turns AI into your creative partner, not your replacement. It also helps the AI tool to understand what it is exactly that you want the book to be, because it may not get it the first time you explain it, or you may not have explained it as clearly as you could have. Now, AI is excellent at generating creative prompts for low content books. Let's say you have created a guided prompt self-love journal. A prompt that you might use to have AI help you create this is generate 50 journal prompts that help people build confidence and self-worth. And in around 30 seconds, you're going to have those prompts. It's such a time saver from the amount of time you would have had to spend brainstorming and writing these prompts out yourself. It just makes things so fast for you. And you can even use AI to structure prompts by difficulty, tone, or age group. And then once you do have your raw list of prompts or whatever it is, whatever list you're asking for, you need to edit it. So tweak the wording, remove any redundancies or weird elements or inconsistencies, and format it for your specific layout, for your book's layout. Now, we can also use AI for books like educational workbooks. AI can help with exercises, examples, or the learning outcomes. So we could ask it to generate 20 math word problems suitable for grade 2 about real life shopping situations. So depending on the type of educational workbook that you're creating, you may not be doing a simple 2 + 3 = what type of math book. You could be doing these word math problems, and AI can help you create those problems for you. Or you could ask for write short reading comprehension passages about animals for ages 6 to 8. If you're doing a reading educational workbook, obviously AI can help you with any type of book. Doesn't matter what kind of book that you're making, but it's just going to help the process. It's going to help you brainstorm. It's going to help you come up with these different prompts and questions. And then you can copy these ideas into your own worksheet templates and then tweak them to suit your book, to suit your brand, and to suit your unique voice. Now, as you grow your brand, AI can really help keep your tone consistent. The great thing about AI is that it is constantly learning and applying the things that you tell it. It remembers everything that you ask for it to be a certain way. So once you have set your brand voice and you've explained exactly how you want everything to look and sound and feel, you can tell AI to apply it to every book going forward. So for example, you might be making a new journal and you could say something like, rewrite this page in the same tone as my Calm Mind journal, which is calm, positive, and supportive. And this is especially helpful when creating multiple books in a series where keeping very consistent across all your books is super important. AI can help you maintain that cohesive voice and tone across your entire brand, something that makes your books instantly recognizable. AI lays the groundwork, but then you still have to do the things that make your books unique. Your creativity, your empathy, your quality control are what makes your books stand out. AI just helps you move faster. Pillar number 3, design that converts. Now let's talk about design, because the best book idea won't sell if the cover doesn't grab the customer's attention. And AI tools have made this stage so much faster. Covers. We all know that every book is judged by its cover, and it is what basically sells your book because it is what gets the customer's attention first and it makes the customer click on it in the first place. You can use different AI tools. There's Midjourney or Leonardo AI to generate concepts for your covers. You can even use ChatGPT for this too. One great thing about AI these days is that you don't really need a different AI tool for everything like you did in the past. In the past, you generally needed something like Midjourney for images, ChatGPT for research, Claude for creative writing. But now a tool like ChatGPT can do all of those things pretty well in terms of books anyway. And so let's say you do want some cover concept ideas. We can ask ChatGPT to create a modern, minimal cover design for a women's self-care journal with soft, neutral tones and elegant typography. And ChatGPT can actually create images. I'm not sure if you knew this. And so ChatGPT has come up with a design using the exact description we gave. So if you want more details, you add more details into your prompt. And another AI tool that's great for creating covers is Ideogram. Then you take your favorite concepts from whatever cover design that you like into Canva or Photoshop, whatever design tool that you use, add your title and subtitle, and make sure it fits Amazon's print specs, or pass all the information over onto whoever is going to be creating the cover for you. AI just saves you time brainstorming the final touches, but should always come from you or your cover designer to ensure that originality and that really high quality polish to it. For interiors, use AI to help generate layout ideas or content patterns. So for example, design a daily planner page layout with sections for gratitude, priorities, and evening reflections. And so it's going to give you an example layout. You can take what you like out of it to create your own template. And even if you do use templates, AI can help you modify them or improve them to make sure that your book feels unique. Now, AI generated artwork can be incredibly helpful, but it must be used very carefully. Use image generation tools to brainstorm concepts, not create the final product. So for example, we can ask it to generate a cute illustration idea for a cozy animal reading a book by the fire, and then you or an illustrator can recreate it in your own style, just ensuring copyright safety. If you are creating a coloring book and you use AI line art directly, always run it through a copyright checker if you can, edit it to make it different to what AI generated, and definitely remove any unwanted or unusual elements. The goal is to use AI to speed up inspiration. Now, talking about branding again, AI can help keep your brand cohesive. So you could ask it to create a visual identity guide for my publishing brand, Calm Pages Co. Use a pastel color palette, minimal typography, cozy imagery. And this helps you design cohesive book series and marketing materials that look professional and trustworthy. Pillar 4, optimize for visibility. Once your book looks great, you need to make sure people can find it so they can actually buy it. This is where AI can help you master keywords, titles, subtitles, and descriptions. You can use AI to generate keyword lists for your niche. So for example, generate 20 long tail keywords for a mindfulness journal for teens. Then cross-check those keywords by popping them into the search bar on Amazon to see if Amazon's customers are actually searching for them. Or if you do use a keyword research tool, use that to verify whether a keyword or keyword phrase is suitable. If they are, then you can use them in your titles, your subtitles, in your keyword slots, when publishing your book, or in your Amazon ads. AI helps you think outside the obvious by finding emotional or intent-based keywords that you might miss. Now, one of AI's strengths is that it can combine SEO and emotion beautifully. So for example, we asked ChatGPT to write 10 Amazon optimized title and subtitle combinations for a women's self-love journal that focus on empowerment and reflection. So AI is going to give you ideas like self-love journal for women, a guided journey to confidence, healing, and becoming your best self. Love yourself more, a reflection journal for women to cultivate confidence, inner strength, and joy. Dear Me, a self-love journal for women. Write, reflect, and reconnect with the strong, beautiful woman you already are. And then you polish them. Make sure they sound natural, not robotic. Ask AI to structure your listing in a conversion-focused way. So we could say, write an Amazon description for a kids' gratitude journal using this format. Hook, pain point, benefit, emotional, payoff, call to action. So then ChatGPT is going to do exactly that, and you just need to go in and refine it. Add formatting, line breaks, bullet points. AI gives you that strong base and you add the final emotional touches. You can even use AI to analyze existing listings. So you can go and get a few product descriptions, paste them into ChatGPT and ask what tone, keywords, and emotional triggers are these descriptions using. And this is going to help you write blurbs that match the tone of what is already working in your niche. Now, if your book isn't selling, let's ask AI for alternatives. So things like, rewrite this title to make it sound more aspirational. Give me 5 subtitle ideas focused on results instead of features. And this iterative process helps you test new listings and find what converts best. Pillar 5, scale and automate. Once you have trained AI to know exactly how you want your books to look and sound, and your process all works, AI helps you scale. Think of it like building a machine where you input your niche and your themes, and AI helps create variations, series, and systems. So use AI to generate a batch of related book ideas all at once. So we can ask it to create 10 themed gratitude journals for different audiences. So for example, teachers, parents, teens, healthcare workers, entrepreneurs, couples, etc. Now, you've just created an entire series that builds your brand authority. AI can help you organize your publishing system, your publishing workflow. So we could ask it to create a Notion template for tracking low content books from idea to published. Now your business runs like a proper production line. If you are somebody who works with virtual assistants, AI can help you create training materials. We can ask it to write a step-by-step SOP, standard operating procedure, for uploading books to Amazon KDP with quality control steps. You can then hand that off to your team, and this allows you to focus on the most important tasks and creating more books, while AI and your assistant handles those repetitive tasks. Once you've built a series or a brand of books, use AI to repurpose your content. So we might ask ChatGPT to turn my gratitude journal prompts into printable pages for Etsy, or rewrite my workbook activities as blog posts or lead magnets. Now you're building multiple income streams, which is something that every 6-figure publisher eventually does. Now, there are some mistakes that people do make with AI. AI is powerful, but it is also very easy to misuse. Here are the most common mistakes that I see. Relying 100% on AI. You still need to edit, humanize, and quality check everything. AI is here to help you, not replace you. Quantity over quality. Uploading hundreds of mediocre books does not lead to long-term success. This was the same before AI came along, and it is the same now. Ignoring your audience. Use AI to understand your customers' emotions and struggles, not to just produce content. Skipping validation. Always check that your niche has demand before creating. It doesn't matter how many books AI helps you to make or how good they are if nobody is buying that type of book. Copying others. AI can generate ideas inspired by trends, but spin and originality are what makes your business stand out. Because we're building a brand, not just books. The difference between a side hustle and a 6-figure business is branding. AI allows you to spend less time on the repetitive work and more time building a cohesive, recognizable brand. You can use AI to develop your brand voice and tagline, create visual identity ideas, plan series expansions, and write content for your website or email list. And when customers recognize your brand and trust your quality, your books start to sell themselves. So what about the future of AI and self-publishing? We are only scratching the surface of what is possible. AI is just getting better and better at personalization, creativity, and collaboration. But one thing will never change, and that is that customers buy connection. They want to buy books that feel personal, inspiring, and helpful. So as AI evolves, the publishers who combine technology with authenticity, they're the ones who will build sustainable, profitable businesses that last. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to subscribe because I share new in-depth publishing strategies every single week to help you build your book business the smart way. And if you did enjoy this video, YouTube thinks that you might like these ones too. So please go check them out to learn more about self-publishing your own low and medium content books on Amazon. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.